but yeah, guys, let me know. Have you been in this sort of situation before where you just wake up one day and then your supervisor just sends you some email being like, "I'm not your supervisor," or whatever. I don't want to be your supervisor. What do you do? And what do you do when that person's the dean of graduate studies? But basically, there is like a bit of a delay with the PhD at this point now. I've just got to like pull up stumps until, which is an Australian expression for a cricket expression to basically mean stop playing the game, because got this email from Tara, and she's just under the impression that she's not going to be. She's under the impression that I've got a different supervisor, right? And it's a bit confusing because she's like the boss of the PhD students, and I thought she was my supervisor, but she doesn't think that she is. And so I've just been getting people to try help me now figure out what's going on. And there's a lot to be said about that, and a lot to be said about the impact it has on a candidate. And I might save that for a video another day, really. But like, basically, you should always believe in the best of people. Don't let any negativity or whatever like become the norm, or don't let your fears become the reality. They're just like, they're only in your mind. And in my case, my supervisor doesn't want to be involved or can't be involved or whatever. That's okay. So what does it mean? It means that we're going to get new supervision, which is exciting. New people, right? Or we're just going to confirm what we have. One or the other. I think that's how it's going at the moment, but I'm not too sure. We'll figure it out. I imagine for the average person or whatever, it would be quite debilitating and destabilizing thing to experience. And if you've experienced it before, like, talk to me about it. What did you do? I don't really know what I can do. I've reached out to the people who I know who can help me, and we'll just take it from there. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I might not seem excited or whatever because, like, I'm also sick, right? What's today, like day 3 or 4 of being crook? But it's the best I've felt in ages. Anyway, this supervisor, Tara, has this habit of like emailing only one-way communication, right? And sometimes if you reply straight away, sometimes you get a reply. They like to reply in the morning before you've had your coffee and you can get started before the working day starts. Not sure why. But I guess everyone works differently. They might be in a different time zone, different country or whatever. Like not everyone who works at Charles Darwin University is here in Darwin. They like go everywhere, and even myself and my PhD, I got to go places and be at places, and the flexibility is awesome. So if you're a recipient of that, you've got to be like understanding of other people too. Anyway, I imagine a lot of people who would be in my position probably be royally screwed. I think I'll be all right. We'll just play it by ear and see what happens. I'm just excited to get to the bottom of it, and in my opinion, it's just like I'm a good person. I do good work, and like just step out of the way if you could, please. Like if you're able to support, jump in there and support. But if you can't, step aside, and if you can, help us get someone else. But if you can't, yeah, you can't. I won't go into too much other detail though. But like it's not a great story. That's why I don't really want to tell it from a real guy's point of view and a rival guy's point of view. Like, I don't really know what it does or has to offer. With this supervisor update, we'll see who we get. We'll see who we get. But what it means though, So we just got to pause the COC. When you get new supervisors and new people, and we sit down, myself and the new team members, and talk about my understanding of the project, their understanding of the project, what they bring to the project, and what they would like to see in the project. And I accommodate that as a candidate, right? But yeah, guys, let me know, have you been in this sort of situation before where you just wake up one day and then your supervisor just sends you some email being like, I'm not your supervisor or whatever, I don't want to be your supervisor? What do you do? And what do you do when that person's a dean of graduate studies? What do you do when it just happens right at the start of the PhD? Like, I thought I was doing everything right. This only happened because I did my training, the Epigenium research training, early, right? What if I just was a lazy student? I waited till the 3-month mark to do it, and then to get told, oh, it's too late, because now you're at the COC point and it's over. It's just a trap, and you just get screwed over. Because the truth is, I've been screwed over by Charles Darwin University many times before, but I'm a believer and I know I can make this place better. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, guys, let me know. Have you been in a situation like this? Have you been like in a rock and hard place and you're like, all right, let's just see what we can do? Myself, I am optimistic. I know it will be resolved. I'm excited to meet the new team members. And really, it's like, when I reflect on the whole thing, there was red flags isn't the right word, but there were a lot of indications there before, and I guess I was just being naive isn't right, but I was willfully choosing to believe the best possible outcomes rather than just being a cynic, But again, you should always be aware of people who, there's a lot of truth in jest, and there's a lot of truth behind what's actually being said. So when someone like presents themselves as that source and that solution, you should be, if you're a God-fearing person, you should be like, you're not God. And if you're a normal person or whatever who doesn't think in those terms, you should be like, if it's too good to be true, is it? Or if you're the most rational person of them all, you probably should be prepared for any and all contingencies and situations. And that is what's important in any project, be it a PhD or, in the corporate world or wherever you end up going. And for myself, like, I've had there were lots of indications that there could be trouble brewing, but I chose to be optimistic, and I still do, right? Because when things aren't going right, the temptation to spiral and for things to get worse is often self-inflicted. And you can't give people, even though they are in that position of power, you can't give them that power. That's not actually theirs. What it is yours, and you choose to give them that power, But you wouldn't use your power against yourself, and if you're anything like Rival GAZ, use your powers for good. So yeah, all part of God's plan for me. We'll see what happens. We'll get it figured out later, but for now it means no more PhD work and just being a gaming degenerate for a little bit longer, which is hey, that's all right with me. But let me know if you've been in my situation before where you've had a change of supervisors at the start of your PhD, mid-PhD or whatever. Let me know. Happy to talk to you about it, right? But until next time, guys.